Hi, Scott Williamson here from Stove Parts for Less. Does your stove go va 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 when it's running? If so, it's going to be your combustion motor. Well, we got a motor right here. What happens is, over time, the heat on the motor expands this metal casing, which is crimped along this bottom edge right here where the cooling fan is. And when this becomes loose, the bearing on the top of it, it wobbles around like this, and it causes the motor to make a sound going ba 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 ba. Sometimes when it's in the stove, you can wedge something underneath it between the stove and here, put a little pressure on this, and it will stop doing it. It's quick, it's easy, it's not that expensive, and it will quiet your stove down, breathe new life into your stove. You'll be like, oh my god, I can't even believe that thing's running. This is the motor on the PDVC. This is the smaller version. Whether you have the small version or you have the larger version, it's always going to be on the left-hand side of the stove, opposite of the control board. It's a motor-only replacement. You don't have to take the back of the stove off. You don't have to move the stove. You just need to gain access to this panel. What I do is I take out those 3 screws, and then I rotate this up, and now we have access. And so the next thing that we'll do is using just a 11/32 or a 9mm. We're just going to go in and we're going to remove the 6 screws that hold the hub against the housing. And then remove your wires from the orange wires, and then your motor will pull right out just like that. These gaskets are pretty frail. You will get a new gasket with your replacement motor. You'll simply clean out this area in here, apply your new gasket around the 6 bolts, take your new motor and place it in. You want to make sure that your wires are going to be going off the back like that so that they can get to the harness. Put your screws back in, and then bring your panel back down, tighten it up, and you're all done. Good to go. Nice quiet stove, running perfect. It's so quiet.